No. Okay, we on. We on, bro.
All right, Shalom. First and
Shalom.
Shalom.
foremost, first and foremost, I want to give all praise and glories to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Yah,
Shai,
Shai,
Ba'ashem,
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 Rakwadash.
Yahweh.
Rakwadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and that are teaching this, that's bringing out the gospel, man, and that are great leaders and for us to, follow in the spirit. This is brother Zabak. We got the brother Ma'ite, the brother Anah, and the brother Banaya from the GMS Dallas camp. We out here just trying to put a little quick lesson together, man. Going on Second Maccabees, well, First Maccabees, the second chapter about how anyone that puts their trust in Yahweh by Shem Shai will not be confounded. Did I use the right word, brother? Or overcome?
Brother.
That's right.
I don't know if the brothers want to start off in the first Maccabees or where, or if y'all
Yeah,
want to
let's
say
go ahead and
anything
start.
before we get going. Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start there, man. The scriptures pretty much speak for themselves.
This
Okay.
is First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 61. And thus consider ye throughout all ages that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome.
Right. So when you read in First Maccabees chapter 2, you pretty much should have the backdrop that's in chapter 1. Okay. Basically, the heathen came and infiltrated the city of Jerusalem and defiled the temple. Okay. And the Maccabee, the Mattathias, who was the one speaking here, and his sons basically rebelled against the king's dominion. Okay. And so now they're being forced to fight. They fought many battles together, and his father is now on his deathbed, and he's speaking to his sons. Okay, and he's reminding them that none that ever put their trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai have been overcome. And he gives examples in that, examples in the scriptures through that. So if you want to, guys, if you got some precepts, we can go get some precepts.
This is Ecclesiastes, or the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did any ever trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Yeah, man. They say, look at the generation of old, man. Okay. No one who ever put their trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was, you know what I'm saying, was left unguarded, man. Okay. Because it says, the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is a stronghold, man. Okay, we call upon that name for protection, man, for our power, man. Okay, I got a quick another one right quick. This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 4. Trust ye in Yahweh forever, for in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is everlasting strength. Yeah, man. Hey, in Yahweh is everlasting strength, man. Okay, we can't, these people bodies, we can't do anything, man. Okay, our power is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right.
That's right. And we're going to be put in a position soon to where we have nothing but the opportunity to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We won't have anything but anything to do physically. We won't be able to do anything but trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, and so we're building up that trust that we have in Him and that faith that we have in Him. Okay, as we're living our lives every single day here in this Babylonian captivity. Okay, this American captivity that we're in. Do you have some, Zabak?
Oh no, I was just agreeing with you, but I really it did something to me when you said we have the opportunity to trust in Yah. We're going to have the opportunity to trust in Him. Only more in the time of trial and tribulation that's coming to the men of the Lord. It's definitely an opportunity, man, and something that we shouldn't take lightly. That's just something that resonated with me.
God. You got that scripture in Psalms?
This is Psalms 2:12. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and you perish from the way, and his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
Right, man. So blessed are they that put their trust in Yahushua, man. That son, the son of the Heavenly Father is Yahushua. Okay, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. They assume he looks like a so-called white man with stringy brown hair or blonde hair, blue eyes. Okay, that's the erroneous image of who the world calls of who the true Messiah is. Okay, and he looks like a so-called black man. Okay, a so-called black man. Okay, he's a Judite. Okay, but the important thing to remember is if you don't believe in that, if you don't believe that that's true, then you first of all you're not gonna get anywhere. Okay, now once you understand that, okay, the Messiah is a man of color, you know, and I'm an Israelite, you know what I'm saying, and the Most High's name is Yahweh and the Son's name is Yahweh Shai, then that's the introduction. Okay, you know, now we have to continue to learn the words that he spoke and believe in the words that he spoke. Believe in the prophecies that the Most High set for us to understand in these times. Okay, and on top of that, most importantly, trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, because that has proven over time to be the only remedy for us being saved out of these perils that we find ourselves in. Okay. You have some, bro? If not, I had a precept.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is Psalm chapter 40, verse 4. It says, "Blessed is that man that maketh Yahweh his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies." Okay, so when you're making the Most High your trust, you're making him your trust. Like you have a trust fund. A trust fund is basically somebody who you rely on to give you money when you down and out. You know what I'm saying? we rely on the Most High. How about Shem Yahshua to bail us out, man? Okay, he's the one who did it spiritually. The scriptures say we were bought with a price. Okay, and so you know we owe everything to the Most High, man. All right, and so the reason why we're going into this topic is because this is the mindset that Mattathias was putting his sons in and putting them in remembrance of basically men who died trusting the Most High, man. Okay, and those men are back today. They're being woken up. They're being brought to remembrance of the things that happened in the past. Okay, and they're making sure that they're giving diligence to make their calling and election sure, man. See?
Go ahead.
You got something? Well, there's a couple more. We gotta get a couple more precepts. Was that all that we broke down here? Second Ezra, for 60, for 63. What is this? Second Ezra 15. Yeah, let's get that.
This is Second Ezra 15, verse 3.
Oh, you know what? Let's get that. Let's get verse 62, and then we'll get Second Ezra.
This is First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 62. Fear not then the words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worms.
Right. So we see Esau. We see all of his intentions and his ill will towards the men of the Lord. Okay. But guess what? We not supposed to bug out because we see that. If we really saw, Most High really allowed us to see all the stuff that Esau has as far as the blessing that he received, the sword blessing, man. If we really saw everything that Esau was capable of as far as destroying, we could be that could be really intimidating, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's intimidated nations with less than what he has now. Okay, knowledge has been increased to where he's able to mix technology with the latest the latest technology with the elements to basically create the most destructive weapon possible, man. Okay, something that you would never figure out how to make. This devil is mastered. I'm so lucky. Did you have something about?
Yeah, I was just saying, the Most High gave them that information. You know, the Heavenly Father, in order for his prophecy and his word to be fulfilled, Esau had to come up like that. Esau had to get all that information. You know, the Most High, that's why he used to be feared, because the Most High gave Esau the, you know what I'm saying, the knowledge and wisdom to bring us down low. Just like Jake in the world always talking about the Willie Lynch letter. Like Jake be like, "Oh, that Willie Lynch. Did you read the Willie Lynch letter?" Like it's something way more complex than the Holy Scriptures. and it's pretty much just telling a system of how to break down the so-called Negro, you know, and how to break us down and make us hate each other and do this and do that. Man, the scriptures say the same damn thing. You know, the Most High gave Esau that that order to turn us against one another, and gave him like it was ingenious if you really look at it, and if it really went down the way they say it went down, and a man kind of had that uh, 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 that idea coming to his mind, and maybe along with a few other men, to let's come up with a scheme to break the Negro down and turn this woman against him, turn his children against him. But ultimately, it's all about the It's all in the curses, man. All of that stuff is in the curses of Deuteronomy 28:68. He just used that to come up with a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what Esau did. The Most High will send his angels down to give revelations to men to do his will. To just like this wicked king in the Maccabees, the Most High gave him all of that wrath toward the children of Israel. The Most High put that on that king to make the children of Israel go against, commit iniquity, you know, and to go and to profane the high holy days and the law. The Most High did it to us. That's why we should fear Him. You know, that's prime example why we should fear Him. That's all I got.
God. Yeah, man. The scriptures talk about that multiple times. You know, when Israel is disobedient, man, the Most High punishes his people, man. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got a precept in backing up what you just said about how basically because the Most High put the spirit on Antiochus to commit these lewd acts that he did to the temple, right? So this is Jeremiah chapter 22, verse 5. It says, I'm starting at verse 3. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh, execute ye judgment and righteousness, and deliver the spoiled out of the hand of the oppressor, and do no wrong. Do no violence to the stranger, the fatherless, nor the widow, neither shed innocent blood in this place. If ye do this thing indeed, then shall there enter in by the gates of this house, kings sitting upon the throne of David, riding in chariots and on horses, he and his servants and his people. But if ye will not hear these words, I swear by myself, saith Yahweh, that this house shall become a desolation. For thus saith Yahweh unto the kings of Judah, thou art Gilead unto me, and the head of Lebanon. Yet surely I will make thee a wilderness and cities which are not inhabited. And I will prepare destroyers against thee, every one with his weapons, and they shall cut down thy choice cedars and cast them into the fire. And many nations shall pass by this city, and they shall say every man to his neighbor, wherefore hath Yahweh done thus unto this great city? Then they shall answer, because they have forsaken the covenant of Yahweh, their power, and worship other gods and serve them. Okay. And I know that was a couple of verses, man, but that pretty much sums up why we're in this predicament that we're in. You see what I'm saying? The Most High allowed us to become the most powerful nation on the planet, man, during the time of Solomon. Okay. When there's peace on the earth for 40 years, all the nations were subdued. And then guess what, man? We went off. Okay. We went off and worshiped other gods. And that's why we're in such a destitute place where literally, as we're speaking, we're in the lowest place that we've ever been in history, man. Okay. People don't even know who they are anymore, man. Okay. And it's because of it's because they went off. Okay. And you know, this is kind of like a separate topic, but we gotta continue to tell our people, man, look, y'all need to wake up, man, to who y'all are. Okay, and repent. But this is only for the elect of the nation of Israel. This message is only going to be received by the 1/3, man. Okay, and the 144,000 are within that 1/3 of the nation of Israel. Not for any other so-called white people. It's not for the so-called African, so-called Chinese. Okay, it's for the Israelites, the elect of the nation of Israel, man. That's right.
That's right, brother.
Hey, you know, so but yeah, let's go back to what we just read. Yeah, get that Ezra's Bible for sure. Unless you have something about.
I had something on one of the scriptures that you brought up earlier about how they had more respect for proud men, or they trusted in proud men over the Most High. This
Okay,
is
go ahead.
John chapter 12 and 20 and 42. It says, nevertheless, among the chief rulers also many believed on him. Like talking about during the time of Yahushua, many, even among the chief rulers believed on Yahushua. But because of the Pharisees, they did not confess him, lest they should be put out of the synagogue. So they had respect of person. And they didn't want to confess Yahushua because they didn't want to get put out of the synagogue. They didn't want to be shamed for believing, because they secretly believed in Yahushua. And it says in 43, it says, for they love the praise of men more than the praise of the Most High. You know, and that's what's going on now, man. A lot of people, they secretly believe in Yahushua, or they secretly believe in the Messiah, but they don't have the courage to actually dig deeper and get that understanding and how to truly believe, and how to be a part of the fold. You know, how to be accepted into the fold through Yahweh Bashim Shai. You know, because they don't want to. Like it's a lot of church Negroes, man, that done heard this truth. They done heard it, and they like, dang, that make a lot of sense. But they still preaching sermons in church, man, and carrying on in church. But they done heard this truth, and they actually believe it secretly. But they going along in the synagogues, in the churches, still preaching and still carrying on, still catching the Holy Ghost, still telling people to tithe, and still, you know, doing all that wickedness in them churches, man. That was all I
Con,
had on that.
bro. Yeah, man. You know, ultimately, we our job is to stand fast. You know, in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, and we're pushing that
Mm-hmm.
energy out upon the planet Earth because there's not enough of it out on the earth, man. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back to. Did you get that in Second Ezra? Let's read First Maccabees, chapter 2 and 62 again, and then we'll read Second Ezra.
This is First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 62. Fear not in the words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worms.
Right. So I wanted to bring that out again, you know, because you got people who have ill intentions, man, towards the will of the Heavenly Father and towards the men of the Lord. Okay. We're not supposed to fear those words. You know, I mean, putting yourself in this situation, these men were facing sudden death every time they went on the battlefield. Okay. If their faith wavered, if their if their faith wavered, if their strength failed them, if the Most High took the spirit off of them, man, them and the men that they led will be through. Okay, so this is a extremely important message that we can take as a spiritual message in these times, because we're spiritually on the battlefield. We're spiritually fighting a war. Okay, so I want to get that, and now let's go to second interest.
This is Second Ezra 15, verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Right, man. So those who speak against us, they're not going to overpower us. Their agenda is to intimidate us. Okay, their agenda is to scare us away from doing this work, because the closer you get to the kingdom, okay, the harder Satan is going to push to tell you, no, this is the wrong way. Go another way. Look, see how hard it is. This definitely can't be the way. And it's all to tempt you, to try you, and basically to refine you. Okay, and this builds up your faith, man. But if you crack, if you distrust the Lord, man, because the Lord's not gonna lie to you. The Lord's telling us the truth. He's telling us exactly what we need to do in order to get to the kingdom, which is have faith in Him. Which is why none that ever trusted in Him truly 100% ever were overcame. Okay, is there more? Let's get that in Isaiah.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 18. And therefore will Yahweh Bashim Yahushai wait, that he may be gracious unto you, and therefore will he be exalted. that he may have mercy upon you. For Yahweh Shem Yahushai is a power of judgment. Blessed are all that wait for him.
Right, man. So we are waiting for the Most High to deliver us, man. Matter of fact, read that first part again, Baba Shah.
It's Isaiah 30 and 18. And therefore will Yahweh Shem Yahushai wait, that he may be gracious unto you.
Pause. Okay. The Most High has specifically set us has set a specific time in order for us to be delivered. Okay, but he's waiting right now. He's waiting for us to build our faith up in him, man. He's waiting for us to get to a certain level. Okay, he's waiting for the elect to be sealed. There's a scripture in that talks about that in Revelation that says the angel says, "Hurt not the earth." Okay. That also talks about don't hurt the oil or the wine. Okay, that's talking about the elect, man. Don't hurt the elect of the nation of Israel until they're sealed in their foreheads, man. Until they have the sign, the seal of the Most High written in their foreheads. Okay, and through the Spirit, man. You know, Apostle Tahar and I believe as well, man. Hey, the elect, they pretty much sealed up, man. Okay, this word is it only takes so long for an internet video to go viral, man, or for a message to go out, man. You know, this word has been pushing on the internet for over 10 years. Okay, the mark of the beast is making itself extremely noticeable. Everybody sees it. You know what I'm saying? You got RT videos coming out on it every other week. You know, people constantly like, damn, when is America and Russia gonna clash, or America and all of these other proxy wars gonna actually go ahead and kick off into World War III? We know it's right around the corner. These economics are crashing, man. Okay, Esau is in the worst predicament that he's been in since he started coming out of the bottomless pit. Okay, since he came out of Europe. Okay, since he was freed out of that after the Renaissance, the Most High allowed him to gain some power, man, some momentum. He's in this is the time. These next times, man. Lord willing, it ain't too much longer, man. But this time that we're in right now, Esau is going nowhere but down. Okay, nowhere but down, man. This devil's economy has been plunging since the 70s, man. Okay, so get the second part of that verse, Bubba. What? I'm sorry, select what? Read this, publisher.
And therefore will he be exalted, that he may have mercy upon you. For Yahweh Shem Yahushai is a power of judgment. Blessed are all that wait for him.
Right, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is a power of judgment, man. Every single lynching, every single whipping and lash that we receive, every single rape, okay, every single buck break, everything that this devil has done to us, not only in this captivity, man, but in the previous captivities that we experienced, the Roman captivity, the Grecian captivity, and now this captivity, man. Everything that Esau, the so-called white man, has done and is doing to this very hour is being recorded by the Heavenly Father, man. Okay, and he's gonna recompense that judgment upon Esau's head, the so-called white man. Okay, so-called white man. He's gonna get that punishment. All right, that's all I have on that. You got a precept, bro? Okay.
I got one.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
This is Obadiah this is Obadiah, verse 16. For as ye have drunk, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathens drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they have not been. But upon Zion, Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be the holiness, and the house of Jacob shall be a possession, shall possess their possessions. Okay, verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and they shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Shem Yahushai has spoken. Yeah, man. Hey, like the brother was going into, man, Esau got a big tab he got to pay, man. Okay, but she's gonna drink of that cup of slavery, man. Okay, for that 1,000 years, man. And hey, like it says, man, Yahweh Shemi Shai said, man. Hey, we're gonna have a big bonfire and burn all these Edomites up, man. Okay, and that's righteous. That's righteous judgment, man. The Most High let this man do all this, man, just so he can be just so he can be yes, the water justified in the judgment that he's gonna get us, man. Okay.
Yeah, man. It says we're gonna possess their possessions. So all this stuff. Damn, it's a big ass castle over there in East Europe, man. Dang, Esau got these bunkers and he got all this food and
Jewelry,
finest riches and all these women. Dang, it says we're gonna possess. Can you read that verse 17 again?
Con. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
Con. Now read that in 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and 63 Bible shop. Okay, because it shows you, man. Esau's time is pretty much up, man. All right,
Yeah.
He's finished. Okay, and by the way, this is the first book of Maccabees, man. This is before Yahushua. See, this is a part of our culture to know that the wicked are going to go down. The wicked, the men of the Lord, man. See, that's the beautiful thing. The men of the Lord have always been prophesying the downfall of the wicked. Okay, since before Yahushua, the prophets have been doing it, man. Okay. So this is nothing new. This is not a new thing that we just came up with. This is written in the scriptures, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 63. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing.
God. So now read Obadiah verse 18, Bible shot again.
Con. Obadiah verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall be none, there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Shemi Yahushai has spoken.
There shall not be any remaining in the house of Esau. Says who? Yeah. Who said that? Saith Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, man.
That's right.
Okay. I wish I could get a T-shirt. There shall not be any remaining on the house of Esau. I'll get a bunch of questions. What does that mean? You know. But if it said there shall not be any remaining in the house of Jacob, Esau be, hey man, let me take a picture with you, buddy.
Yeah.
You know. We condemning Esau. That's the only. Hey, if we condemning these Hamites or these Moabites or these other nations, man, you know, nobody cares. All right. It's Esau, man. If you offend Esau, you got another thing coming, and that's why he's going to come against us with great wrath. But that's what goes back to the topic of this video. None that trust in Yahweh Shemi Yahushai shall be overcome. You see? Because that's what it all goes back to. We know we're going to be targeted. We're being targeted right now. We're using this devil's platform in order to prophesy against him. Of course he sees what we're doing. Okay? We have jobs. We have lives. So we know we're vulnerable. But that's part of us putting trust in Yahweh Shemi Yahushai.
Right.
Okay? We're begging him to come back, man, because the more we do this, the more closer we get to the kingdom. Now, no longer having to go through these curses that we're constantly suffering through, right? We prefer something higher up, man. If you can't see it, hey, if you want to be saved, man, if you consider yourself a true a believer in God, in the Most High, then I suggest you pray to the Lord to put that spirit on you to see the things that we see, man. Okay. You got something?
I got some.
Okay.
This is Proverbs chapter 29 and 25. It says, "The fear of man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in Yahweh by Shemi Yahushai shall be safe."
Man.
You can break it down, brother.
God. Read that first part again, Bible Kusha.
It says, "The fear of man bringeth a snare."
Right.
Whoso,
so you can fall into the hands of a man, okay, and be fearful of that. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High does not want us. He didn't give us a spirit of fear. Okay. He doesn't want us to fear Esau. All right. That's not what his goal is. All right. That's not why he set him up. Now, 2/3 of our people, yeah, they're going to fear Esau. Why? Because that's part of their punishment. Okay. But we want to make sure that we're fearing Yahweh Shem Shai more than anything else. Okay, which is why when he threatens us, when he threatens our lives, our families, our jobs, and all these things, we're gonna have to give it up and say, you know what, screw it. I trust in the Most High. He's able to restore all those things unto me that I've lost. So go ahead, take it, Esau. It ain't mine to begin with. You know. Go ahead, bro.
God says, but whoso putteth his trust in Yahweh Shem Shai shall be safe.
Right. So whoso put his trust in Yahweh Shem Shai shall be safe. That's a self-explanatory scripture right there. You know, safe from what? Let's get that in Psalms 91. Okay, go ahead.
This is Psalms 91:1. You guys, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Right. So what's that secret place, man? That faith, man. Okay. That strong tower. The Lord's name is a strong tower. Proverbs 18:10. And the righteous runneth unto it. If you don't know the Lord's name, how are you going to be protected? You see? And people say, protected from what? I'm already saved. We'll see. We'll see how saved you are, man. Okay, well, you got to go a week without food because there's no food trucks running to the grocery store, man. Okay?
Going into concentration camp.
Yeah, like you say, what do you save from, man? You know, we still under this man's rulership. Okay, we still being oppressed, man. Okay, you're not safe from any damn thing, man.
Go
ahead, bro.
Verse 2, I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge, my fortress, my power, in him will I trust.
Right. Jump down to verse 6, This
is verse 6, Psalms 91:6. Nor for the pestilence.
Go to verse 5.
Verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night.
Right. So that terror by night, those missiles flying, those planes flying, like during World War II, you had people getting interviewed that whenever they heard what is it, the B-2 planes or whatever the hell they're called, them old World War II planes, when they would hear them in the night or even after the war, man, they would still wake up and they would have nightmares. You know what I'm saying? Because the sounds of those planes, they're dreadful. You know, they're remembering getting bombed and having those the napalm strikes. Okay, basically, yeah, post-traumatic stress disorder, like the brother said. You know, and so those planes are going to be fearful. You know what I'm saying? It's not just planes, helicopters, all those things. You know, people who get, like you said, PTSD, they get kind of schizophrenic. They hear certain sounds and it kind of triggers them. You know what I'm saying? And when people are shocked and they're in a state of shock and they're used to basically hearing destruction all around, it's gonna mess with them, man. Every time they hear an airplane or a big tank roll by, man, it's gonna bug them out. You know what I'm saying? They're just gonna wish they go back to the days where they could just get a nice cold cappuccino from Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? Mocha, whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? And a quarter pounder, man, from McDonald's. Man. You know what I'm saying?
You read my mind, brother.
Get 2 Swifty Sweets. You know what I'm saying? And get a half a gram or 15 or whatever the fuck. All that stuff, man, is gonna be out the window, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. That's the BS out the window, man, because it's not conducive to the growing and the culturing of the nation of Israel towards back to the Heavenly Father, man. Right. What the hell you think the Most High just waiting? You know, well, okay, yeah, y'all just go ahead and continue smoking weed. Y'all good. We cool. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, we're in captivity. Get it in your head, man. Okay, but the elect, they're not going to be partakers in that destruction. They're not going to be participants in that pain that the 2/3 and these other nations are going to have to suffer. Okay,
good. This is Psalms 91:5, starting at the top. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness.
Right, man. People are going to be hella sick. People are going to be trying to. There's a bunch of quarantine movies that came out that people put out just to kind of let the masses know, well, this would happen if there was an epidemic of some kind of virus going on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these things are hella real, man. Okay, sicknesses, pestilence, famine, real life things that can actually happen. Okay, we're not, and they're going to happen. Then they're going to happen, but we're not going to be afraid when that happens. Okay,
nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
So we're going to actually see people die with our actual eyes. We're going to see people get shot, man. We're going to see people get raped, okay? We're going to see people get killed. We're going to see people starving to death. We're going to see people hella sick, okay? All of these things, man, we're going to see, but none of that things that we see are going to actually touch us. We're not going to have to experience being taken out in one of the terrible ways: pestilence, sword, famine. Okay, if we do perish, man, it'll be as a martyr, man. It'll be a valiant death. It won't be a death of a unfaithful person, man, or unfaithful nigga, man. Okay, Lord willing, with those men.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, like it said, 10,000 shall fall at thy side. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. Man, I mean, it's gonna be a mass amount of people dying, man. Okay, on a humongous scale, man. Okay, when the Most High bring these plagues upon this earth, man. Okay, and he let Esau, you know what I'm saying, really go buck wild. Okay, like the brother said, hey, we're gonna be seeing all this, man, but it ain't gonna come nigh to us, man. Okay, why? Because we've been twirling in this work, man, and we trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
That's right. We put in the work while, you know, you wicked people did, you know, while y'all lived up, you know.
What's that story of the ant and the grasshopper? You know, like the grasshopper just played all summer, you know, and the ant, you know, ant working, you know, working. You know what I'm saying? You got the shit, man. The grasshopper was assed out, man. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the scriptures talk about pay attention to the ant.
Yeah.
It said go to the ant, thou sluggard. It's somewhere in Proverbs, you know. But yeah, you know, paying attention to the ant. Ant is constantly diligent in his work. You know, ant is constantly toiling and storing up his treasures. Okay, for that day where the gathering isn't going to be as plenteous. You know. Yeah, here it is right here. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6. It says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her fruit in the harvest." You know, and so that's what we're doing. We're planting our seeds, man. Okay, basically we're spreading this word. Okay, we're doing the work. We're toiling so that we can reap, man. So we can be first partakers of the fruits of the kingdom. We hope to be. We know we're gonna be in the kingdom. Esau gonna be. He's gonna be in the kingdom, but he's gonna be a slave in the kingdom. Okay, and he's gonna be underneath our feet, man. He's gonna be underneath the ground. Okay, he's gonna be in a worse position than we are right now in the kingdom. Okay, so Esau gonna be in the kingdom, but he's gonna be the lowest of the low. He's gonna be lower than a bird, lower than a spider in the kingdom, man. But we pray that we are going to be rulers in the kingdom, man. Okay, Lord willing, with those men, we continue to endure.
Right, brother.
You had anything else? Let's go back to First Maccabees. Read that last verse again, and then
verse 8 going in, bro. In Psalms 91.
Psalms 91.
I'll read it, bro. This is Psalms 91, verse 8. Only with thy eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Ooh, man. So we're only going to see those things that Esau is going to experience, and that these 2/3 are going to experience, and these other nations are going to experience, man. Like when you watch that movie, what's that movie with the aliens that came from up under the ground? That movie with Tom Cruise in
World
of the Worlds, man. When you watch that movie, World of the Worlds, and them alien ships, you know, them chariots came from up under the sewer system, and they tripods came out and started zapping the hell out of people, and Tom Cruise was running and seeing people get zapped and stuff. Now, you know, we're not gonna be getting attacked. All right, these other people are gonna be getting attacked. We can stand in the middle of the destruction and basically watch all the stuff that happens, man, because we know as long as we trust in Yahweh Shai, we are protected, like the brother said, because it talks about that in Ezekiel the 9th chapter, man. Okay, those that are sealed with their foreheads, they're going to be the ones that'll be spared. Okay, it's the ones that seal with the mark of the Heavenly Father, not the mark of the beast.
That's right.
Okay, because we believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. We don't believe in Esau. Okay, we don't have faith that Esau can heal all our problems. That's why when we take all these prescription pills and listen to whatever the hell this devil says, man. Okay, we follow the law, statutes, commandments that are written in this book. Okay, and we follow the men that the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua set up to teach this book in the correct doctrine. Okay, which is the elders, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone, man. Okay,
That's right, brother. We more do real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
Verse 9, because thou hast made Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. Verse 10, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Okay, hey, we making the Most High our you know what I'm saying, our habitation, man. We put our trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And like I said, man, no evil shall befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh to thy dwelling, man. Hey, that means that even our family is gonna be safe, man. Okay, our woman and our children, okay, for the brothers who have them, man. Okay. Hey, man, so hey, we putting our trust, we putting all our cards in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right.
And we threw it out. We don't have no hope without Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Right.
Esau can destroy us, with his sword.
Got anything else?
Oh no, I don't have anything else. That's it.
Okay,
That's
all right.
it.
We're gonna read that last verse, and then we'll go ahead and close it out there.
This is First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 63. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing.
Right. So part of the Israelite culture, man, is to basically, man, put our people in remembrance that these wicked people that are ruling the earth right now, these heathen, the nations that the Most High didn't choose, they don't belong in rulership, okay? And we hasten the day when they're out of rulership.
Right.
Because when they're out of rulership, then all the natural things that the Most High naturally created to be flourishing in the earth will have the opportunity to do it in its fullness. Because it's important to remember that through Esau, the so-called white man, the wicked, the seed of the serpent, the devil, entered in sin. And I can prove that. Let's prove that. One quick scripture real quick in Sirach. Because, Esau tried to take this and say, look, see, these Negroes, these Africans, these black people, you guys are just preaching nothing but hate. I'm just gonna use the scriptures here in actually Wisdom of Solomon, that's right. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, and verse 24. I'm gonna start at verse 23. It says, and this proves it, man, that this is Esau's fault that we're here, man. Okay, the wicked man, okay, the seed of the serpent. It's your fault that we're here. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and 23. It says, for the Most High created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Okay. The Most High created man to be on point. Okay. Not, what's the word? Rebellious and disobedient. On point, man. Okay. Verse 24. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. All right. Those that hold to the side of the devil is the so-called white man. All right. And that's why he's going to find death. All right. And those who trust in the so-called white man are going to find death, man. Okay. Because he is the harbinger of death. Okay. He's the one who perpetuates death on the planet Earth. We are perpetuating life. Okay. Yahushua said that I am come that they may have life and that they may have it more abundantly. You got something? Okay, so that's ultimately what the message that we're pushing. We are pushing the message of the Most High coming back to restore order on the earth. It's gonna require sacrifice. Okay, but in the end, everything is gonna be worth it. All right. Esau has sacrificed a hell of a lot more in wickedness. Okay, to get to where he's at. So in order to reverse that and put it back to where it's supposed to be, it's going to require an equivalent sacrifice, man. All right, so we have to be ready to prepare our minds to continue in that militant state. All right. And Lord willing, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahshua keeps us in that spirit until the end, until the return, you know. So, but anything else?
That's it on my end, brothers.
Khan. Hey, so Aparatazad, you know, this is an edifying lesson. With that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.